Pretty cool video here for you today. Well, they're all cool videos, let's be honest. We just got our first drop of the DMM Kinisi Max climbing saddle. Pretty excited about that. A lot of people are excited about that. When it was announced 3 years ago, Tree Imagineers going to work with DMM. The business partnership or collaboration, whatever you want to call it, sort of fell through with Tefel Berger. So if you don't know the backdrop, Tree Imagineers were the original designers, developers of the Tree Motion. And for whatever reason, they had to move on, go their separate ways. And DMM is producing the Kinisi. And we've been told it's been about 3 years in development. And just gonna give you a little bit of a peek-a-rooney, first impressions of this saddle, how good it is. First impressions. There you go. So this is Greg. He's our trade show travel mannequin. He has no head, he has no legs. He's wearing the we're not going to discriminate against Greg here. He's wearing the West Coast chest harness, which we've installed on the Kinisi. What's beautiful about this is the new rings, side rings that they've developed. There's a nice little slot here that'll allow you to put any chest harness or upper on this saddle, which is really easy to do. It's an upgrade from the Tree Motion where you have to kind of fit it through your webbing. This is very thought out, makes it easy to install. We prefer you use a West Coast chest harness, but if you're using another one, very easy to install. We are gonna have a dual adjustable bridge. This is very, very cool, very smooth. This can be moved to the left or right side, depending if you're left or right-handed. There's going to be quite a bit of slack here. Give you lots of room to make your bridge quite a bit bigger. It's going to be 2 different colors. I don't know who makes the rope. I'm going to take a wild guess. I'm going to say it's either Marlowe or it's Courant. I would believe that it's probably Marlowe that makes this. It's not going to be an American manufacturer that's making this rope, but it doesn't matter anyways, just curiosity. It's going to have a sewn termination on each end, and you're already hearing people on forums and whatnot asking, can I cut this? No, you cannot. The reason you cannot cut this, DMM's already come out and said you can't, is if you do cut this sewn termination does not exist anymore. So even if you cut it and burn it, it will start to fray and the rope will lose its integrity, and then all kinds of things will go wrong that you don't want. So just leave this as is and just deal with the slack in another fashion. Now we're going to move on to, these are very cool. I really like that. And keep in mind that going into the future, this is probably going to be the norm with manufacturers. They're probably going to start, there's already companies starting to do that. This is probably the slickest and smoothest, most mechanical design out there right now. But it's going to be the norm going into the future. Okay, we have this really cool new piece. This is going to be rear restraint, and it's also going to double as a chainsaw lanyard attachment. This is a nice aluminum frame holding this in position. It's very compact, lower center of the saddle. Very, very cool. Then we have the rack positions here, and then we have, obviously there's a lot of holes in here to put carabiners pretty much all over the saddle, pretty much make it in any configuration that you want. Then we have the back webbing here for your upper or chest harness. We see we got this all set up here. It fits like a glove. It's almost like it was made for it. So then it's going to be, we're going to have removable foam for the back pad and the leg loops. And this is going to be conveyor belt material. throughout the exterior of the saddle. This is going to give it rigidity, structure, and strength, and it's also going to help with the breathability of the foam pad in here as well, and it also going to keep it light. Then we're going to have Cobra buckles Pro Style in the leg loops. This is going to be adjustable on one side. And then we're going to walk to the front. And in the front, we're going to have, this is 1-inch webbing, and we're going to have Cobra adjustable on either side. And then again, back to the beautiful webbing end termination. This is very clever. Very simple idea, but very clever. Allows you to make the adjustment, and you don't have to have it folded over. Beautiful. And back to the front here, we get yourself your DMM ring, and we got the sewn terminations, the eyes going through these D's, which you're probably familiar with, a very similar shape. And we're going to be on the higher price point for this saddle. I wouldn't expect anything less from a DMM product. We're going to be $1,089 Canadian for this, which I think translates to about $800 and something US. Commands a higher price point, but you can see that this saddle just reeks of quality, and it's very, very well thought out. And this is probably going to bring the bar of saddles quite a bit higher. Way to go.